Good.
5 minutes with Josh. Relax. Go ahead with questions.
What is your excitement level like just playing in the city you're so familiar with the Bluejay?
Oh yeah, it's definitely exciting. Coming back home for my final year of eligibility. It's definitely exciting. I feel like we got a really good team, so we can do a lot of special things this year.
How many people you expect to be here on Wednesday?
A lot. I mean, I know a lot of my family's coming. I got a lot of family members that will be here. They all bought season tickets. But I think just the crowd-wise, I think hopefully there's a lot. I think we got a good team, so it should be entertaining.
How valuable were those exhibitions for you and the other newcomers, just to kind of learn just everything that the coaching staff expects from Creighton basketball players?
Oh yeah, it was definitely important, to get in kind of a routine before the games and, during the game, just be out there, against somebody else besides ourselves. I feel like that was very important. We learned a lot as a team and what we kind of got to do, and yeah, it was good.
The same thing you guys will have kind of South Dakota game, and then you go to Gonzaga, and then give you guys any favors with the schedule too.
Yeah.
How important is it for you guys in your first actual 40 minutes of basketball to figure out who you are before you go face a test like that?
Oh yeah, it's definitely important. We want to make sure that we're hitting, everything that we need. We need to be good in ball screen coverage, push the pace and push the tempo, and just playing selfish, which I'm not worried about. But yeah, just being good and learning from that game will definitely help us at Gonzaga.
What do you expect from South Dakota? They like to get up and down the floor and love the press. What do you expect from them?
Fast tempo game. I think it should be fun, and we've conditioned a lot, so I think we'll be ready for that.
Creighton is one of the best atmospheres in college basketball. What are you excited about wearing that blue and white and running out here for the first time in front of that crowd?
Oh yeah, it'll be exciting. I think our whole team's ready, but for me, it's definitely exciting. Being from here, I grew up coming to games and stuff, so that would be it was kind of a dream as a kid, so it'll be a dream come true for sure.
What was the last time you were in here? Do you remember the last game?
We played here my sophomore year, so 2 years ago. It was pretty electric.
You were named to the Naismith preseason Watchlist today. What's an honor like that mean to you? I know you have to go earn it, obviously, over the next few months, but to just even be viewed in that regard.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but I think a lot of it has been my previous coaches and teammates. They helped me a lot, and they paved the way, and the coaches here and my teammates here, have helped a lot, and I won't win that award without them. So it's not really an individual award at all.
Anything else?
What do you want to see from this team in terms of improvement between this week and in March?
Just our physicality, our defense. I feel like, just the conditioning aspect a little bit too, and getting familiar with how, like you said, we have like 10 newcomers, so just getting familiar with each other's games out on the court and stuff like that. We play against each other every day, so we kind of know how each other play, but on the court, playing together, it's going to be fun.
In the exhibitions, they kept the game plan pretty vanilla or whatever, but as you're going through with all the sets, all the actions that the coaching staff has, how excited are you, and how do you see your skill set fitting into that offense?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. Huss, he's an offensive genius. Mac is too, but just the way that they like to play 5 out. I feel like that's pretty exciting. The lane's open at all times, and just motion. It's kind of free for all. Kind of read the defense, and I feel like for our team we got a lot of guys with high IQs, and that's really good for us.
One more.
Cool. Thank you guys. Thank you.